Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Blue Solitaire here, and today I'm gonna be going over the top 3 mistakes I see people make in Overwatch. So before I start, I'm just kind of brief on the last video. I believe the last video I did, what was it? It was like a Zenyatta or a gameplay. I can't remember. Anyway, it's been almost a week and a half, and it's got put a new video on. So for my first point. It's just don't trickle. And trickling is where, if you don't know this already, is where you just run in at the worst time when your team is all dead and you're the last one alive. Just don't do it. It really angers everybody else on your team. And it's really annoying to play against. Well, to play against it's actually kind of funny. But just don't do it against your team, because doing it against your team really angers them. And I just don't like that. And it drives everyone else crazy. So trickling is probably the worst thing you could possibly do. So dude, screw over your team. So like another form of trickling in would be like saying a mercy going into the objective to contest time to get you guys more time. Don't do that either. It really is really annoying. So like, just please don't do it. It drives everyone else crazy, and it's just not fun. And also, it puts you at a severe disadvantage because you're dead and your whole team's dead, and it's like a healer usually does it. And if the support's dead and the rest of your team trying to attack, they don't have a healer, and that is really bad. So just don't do that, and then you're saving yourself hate from your team. And then you don't have to worry about causing your team's defeat. So the next point I'm going to go over is do not throw games. Just don't. Throwing games is where, like, for example, you are playing and someone takes your main. It all drives us crazy, and I hate it. Probably the worst thing, one of my most pet peeves in this game, is just, please don't do it. It just drives everyone crazy. Throwing games is like when you like act like a little 3-year-old because you didn't get your hero. It's just like, I don't understand that mentality of people like just throwing games and screwing over their team just because they didn't get their hero that they wanted.
Thank you.
That drives me absolutely crazy, and I hate it so much.
My ultimate is ready.
Okay, so the next point I have is being supports and not doing any healing. So that's why I prefer Lucio of all the support classes, because he does constant damage and constant healing.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Anyone want to join me?
So yeah, so like supports like such as Zenyatta, who they just do DPS, or even Ana I see a lot of. Like Ana just like don't do anything. Like they just do DPS. They attempt to do DPS, but everyone can output damage more than they can, which drives me absolutely insane. I get so annoyed. It's not fun. So yeah. So I'll just be good in playing this game while we just kind of discuss some more of the other points. So a couple other things I've found. Oh, there's something back here. Okay, one of the other things I found is people just like, saying, "Oh, I give up because we were just gonna lose anyway." Well, don't give up. Never give up until you know for sure that it's over.
Time to accelerate.
Just don't do that. It drives your whole team crazy.
Push on.
Look at this. This diva just trickled in. Look at this. Now she's at a disadvantage. So, for example, look, this actually worked out good timing, because then you know how bad trickling in is. It drives everyone else crazy. And for example, we just killed her. So now their whole team's at a disadvantage. It just drives me absolutely insane. I'm sure you've all experienced this somewhat within the games. Look at this Zenyatta is not even healing. he's just throwing his little orbs at people, and he's not even doing any DPS whatsoever. It happens a lot, and I hate it. It drives me absolutely crazy. They don't know how to attack and play effectively. So actually, the best thing you can possibly do for someone that is throwing a game, report them. I know it sounds awfully mean, but just report them, because they have an in-game reporting system in this game. Just use it. It'll save you so much anger. Report them, and there's a category called griefing or / inactivity. Select that, and then Blizzard will take care of it for you, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Damn it.
I hate griefing. It drives me absolutely insane. So look, I'm hardly ever on acceleration unless we're pushing and there's no one there. If I'm pushing and no one's there or hurt, I will accelerate, not DPS, because DPSing is the most annoying thing I've ever found in this game. I just hate griefing. And inactivity, just awful too.
Got you.
Come over here. Group up with me.
So yeah, just don't do any of those that I went over. So to go over them again, I went over trickling. Don't throw them or grief or be inactive the whole game. Just keep going. If looks, for example, we're trying to push a point, so I'm gonna go acceleration for a little bit.
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
My ultimate is ready.
It drives everyone crazy. Just
Raising the volume.
try not to do it. Don't just throwing games. That's probably my worst pet peeves. Is honestly just throwing games. And then there's being a support and not healing. So like Anna's and everybody like that is just mind-boggling. I just don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it, and it's just annoying. But like trickling in, like another example of that would so a good time to use Lucio's sprint is just to get away from an ultimate you don't want to be in or anything like that. And also just don't be like a Lucio or like a Mercy and just trickle in and like just try to give you guys some more overtime. No one wants overtime. Just let your team do their best, and then you can just be fine with that.
Nothing's gonna stop.
So I have about another 3 minutes on this game, so I'm just gonna end it here, guys. So thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you can see these in your own games to help get rid of some of those people by reporting. And thanks for watching, and check out my next video coming maybe in a day or two or maybe more. And subscribe to join Team Royal Raging if you haven't already, and comment below for more suggestions for videos. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
How do you like that?